Okay, guys, so this is the last video about cause effect, and we'll talk the last thing, the last paragraph, which is the conclusion or the concluding paragraph. So we start with the introduction or the introductory paragraph, two or more body paragraphs, we talked about them, and the conclusion or the concluding paragraph. Okay, so in the conclusion, I can do these things. I can rewrite the introduction, summarize the text. I can offer a solution if I have a problem in the introduction. So the relation will be, we'll talk about that later, problem, solution. I give the problem in the introduction, the solution in the conclusion. I can give my opinion as a writer, if it's narrative, feelings and wishes, future expectation, advice, or opening a new horizon, as we talked about in the clincher. The conclusion should be about 3 to 4 sentences, not just one sentence, 3 to 4 sentences. So, in the conclusion, I have to keep in mind that I can never start a new idea in the conclusion. Yani, I cannot give, for example, a fourth effect in the conclusion or a third cause in the conclusion. Haida, it will be a body paragraph. In the conclusion, I just close my writing. I finish my writing by giving one or two things out of these ways. Yeah, and I can rewrite the introduction and give an advice, or I can just rewrite the introduction if I can do that in 3 to 4 sentences. Now, another thing I have to use in my writing, I have to use transitions. Any type of writing. Hello, we're talking about cause effect. So we have to use transitions. Okay, I will give you the transitions about that you can use in cause effect writing. Every time we take a type of writing, we'll talk about its transitions. Here, I want you to write these on your copybooks if you don't have them. We use these transitions. Again, we cannot use all of them in our writing. We use some of them. In the first box here, the first box, they give the cause. Okay, so for example, if I use if I'm giving the cause, okay, if I use given that the cause, so that the cause. So here we give the cause. The other box we give the effect or the result. Okay, so thus it's like so, we should add here. So because, henceforth, etc. Now there's another note. Okay, so if we want to use, for example, thus in our writing, okay, if I want to use thus, I have a sentence, for example, I have many things to do today. Okay, semicolon, thus, comma, I will stay home. So you have to pay attention to the punctuation, okay? Before it, semicolon, after it, comma. And if I want to use if, for example, in the middle of the sentence, I will stay home if it, or if I don't finish all my chores, okay? So if I do not put anything, the transitions that I put semicolon henne, thus, however, therefore, hence, consequently. Okay, these transitions, I put semicolon before them or point. Instead of the semicolon, I can put point, it's not a problem, and comma after them. For example, I have many things to do, point or semicolon, consequently, comma, I want leave the house, for example, before I finish, whatever, any sentence you want. Okay, but the others you do not put anything unless they come at the beginning of the sentence. And if I want to use if at the beginning of the sentence, if I don't finish my chores on time, comma, I will stay at home. Okay, so I will repeat these things. If I have these transitions, If I want to use them, I can use before them semicolon or point and after them comma. The others, if I want to use them in the middle of the sentence, I do not use anything. If I want to use them at the beginning of the sentence, I use comma. Okay, so this is everything for cause effect. I want you, while watching the video, to pause it every now and then to take notes for those who did not attend the live sessions and took notes. Okay, and then you do the writing homework.